So my name is Kalyan. I will be dealing with the current affairs part and the daily newspaper analysis, right? So how many of you have the habit of reading newspaper daily before coming to UPSC? Before coming to UPSC, which paper? Telugu newspaper. Okay. What about the rest of you? What is your primary source of knowledge, or what is your primary source of information? Mobile phone. Mobile phones are good. Yes. What in mobile phone? Like, do you Google, read Wikipedia, in shorts? In shorts. Okay. So what is the problem, or what is the advantage of such things? Is it advantages or disadvantages? Both. Okay. Yes. Why both? They make new slides and all. Okay. You get distracted easily. Okay, fine. Yes. What about the rest of you? You don't speak English. You cannot speak. Or మాతృభాష అభిమానం ఎక్కువ ఉంది, తెలుగులో మాత్రమే మాట్లాడతాము అనుకున్నారా? యూ వాంట్ టు స్పీక్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ హిందీ. వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్, ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఆర్ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ దట్ ఐ విల్ సే ఇన్ మై క్లాసెస్ ఈస్ it should be interactive in nature. It's not monologue. I am not here to display my knowledge and you are here to receive it. You are here to do what? Participate. Learn and participate. Open your mouth more often than not in my classes. Okay, so that it will be a lively session. And second thing, it's not for me. The exam is done for me. The exam is for whom? You people. You will be in the exam hall. You will write. You will discuss your opinions. So rule number 1, get Hindu newspaper from tomorrow. When you come to the class, yes, it will be displayed in the board, but that is not the purpose. The purpose is to make you read. So today is what? September 4th. So on September 5th class, what will we discussing? September 4th newspaper. So that you will read in the home, you will come to the class, we will compare our notes. Okay, what you missed, what you thought, what you didn't think, what you saw, what you didn't see, all these things you will learn only when you read and come to the classes. It's not like you will come here and read in my face. Yes or no? You have to do the groundwork, because UPSC is one exam where you develop analysis. Analysis can be only developed through thought process. Point number 1. Point number 2 is 90% of the hard work should be done by you. Okay, we are here only to nudge you in the right direction, not even guide, nudge. Okay, just a push it this way. Okay, that is all we will do. Okay, you have to get up and you have to walk. Yes. Okay, again, I don't know if you have seen the orientation session of the newspaper classes. Did you attend the class? Yes. How many of you know the syllabus copy? How many of you carry the syllabus? Yes. So rule number 2 is what? Carry syllabus copy. Yes or no? Whether my class or any class, rule number 1 is what? Syllabus copy. Why? Why? Syllabus copy is like a direction. It's a Google map. Can you travel to a new place in Hyderabad without Google map? Yes, you can. Okay, it will only take much time. You have to stop some Anna and ask him, Anna, should I go left, right? Then he will give you different landmarks. You may or may not remember all the landmarks. Again, you'll get confused. But if you have a Google map, you don't have to ask anyone. In the same way, you don't have to depend on anyone else if you know the syllabus back and front in UPSC. Rule number 1. Second thing is previous year questions, both prelims and mains. You should have at least last 10 years of copies. Okay, so if you have all these things, it will become very easier for you and me to teach and proceed in the classes. Okay, so today after this class, whenever the sessions are over, what will you do? You will go home, buy a Hindu, or you will subscribe to e-paper of the Hindu. Please do not depend on Telegram channels, because they are not ethical, first of all. Second thing, consistent. They may or may not give you Hindu paper and it will be an excuse for you. But if you have a e-paper subscription, That will totally help you. That is the single biggest investment you can do for your own UPSC preparation, right? Yes. So what else are the basics? Syllabus, previous year questions, these things we have discussed. Okay, now why should we read newspaper? What are the things that are there in today's newspaper? Has anyone seen today's newspaper? Tomorrow onwards get your own paper, right? So that offline class will be sign in. At least online class will be more important. Yes. Now out of hundreds of articles in newspaper every day, which articles to read? How will we know? Should we be discussing each and every article, or do you think you will remember every nuances? No? Prefixed? Yes. So before that, tell me, how many of you read novels on a regular basis? Yes. Okay. What about the rest of you? No novels? Movies? TV series? Yes or no? Properly, all. Which one? Kartika Deepam or or what? What do you watch? Anime. What do you watch in anime? One Piece. And you read or watch? You watch 1074. Okay, we are all stuck at 1074. Fine. Yes. So the thing is, you have to develop intellectual curiosity. You have to develop what? Intellectual curiosity. You cannot come to UPSC with a college attitude. What is college attitude? I will teach, you will learn, you will have micro Xerox and you will complete the exams. Okay, that will not happen in UPSC. Okay, so the thing is what? You need to develop intellectual curiosity. You have to understand each and everything, the nuances. Okay, that will only happen if you see everything and question everything and go back to that school level. Yes or no? In the childhood, we all had that curiosity. People destroyed that. Yes, I will give you notes, I will give you a summary. Okay, you read this much is enough. My notes is Bhagavad Gita. Don't read anything beyond my notes. All these are common things that people hear. Yes. So in that sense, ఆ స్క్రీన్ పక్కకు దోసేసి కాదు, అది అక్కడే వస్తుంది అనుకుంటారా? అదా జూమ్ రాదా? Fine. So we'll look at front page. Okay, so there are two articles. One is of Prime Minister Modi, the other one is opposition leader. Okay, opposition parties. So Karge calls meeting of floor leaders India ahead of parliamentary special session. Right, this is purely a political article. You need not read about it. Okay, but one day you'll come to know who is leader of opposition. Yes or no? That's a important prelims question. Who is leader of opposition? There are so many parties, right? BJP is the party in power. Okay, apart from BJP, there are so many parties in the country. So who is opposition party? Or is there any one opposition party? Yes, Congress is the one of the opposition party. TDP is there, YSRCP is there, BRS is there. There are so many opposition parties. To whom? To the government at the center. Then who will be the leader of opposition? These kind of small nuances you need to know. Second thing, the opposition parties are using a term called as India, INDIA. Yes or no? That is not India we know, that is an acronym for their own political opposition. Okay, so India is opposite, or India is sometimes pitched against what? Bharat. Yes or no? Right, see, India, that is Bharat, that is what we learn in the constitution. But normally in UPSC circles or in intellectual circles, what we discuss is India is developed, urban, developed, liberal thought process and all these things is considered as India. Okay, whereas rural, developing, all these places are called as Bharat. Okay, so it's a debate between Bharat and India. So India is sometimes also considered as Western things, Bharat is considered as Bharatiya things. Yes or no? Worshipping the cow and all these things is Bharatiyata. Okay, wearing jeans is India. Okay, like this people construct lot of thought processes. Okay, so that is the entire debate of India versus Bharat comes into the picture. So like this you have to notice the small things that people will do. See, opposition parties could have picked any name, yes or no, and they have added a tagline, India I.N.I.D.I.A, okay, Bharat Jeetega. Okay, they are using what? India and Bharat Jeetega. Why that particular acronym? Yes or no? Okay, I hope you understand. So like this, small things can also reflect what? Realities of Indian society. Realities of what? Indian society. Now come to the right side of that particular article. Fiscally imprudent policies, populism affects the poor. Okay. Now this is a very important topic for your GS paper 3 mains. Today you may not understand any of the terms, but fiscal means what? It's more about money. Okay, fiscal policy is more about money. I have 100 rupees. See, your father have a limited salary, right? Okay, he will have 100 rupees or 1000 rupees, example wise. Okay, he has to use it, that 1000 rupees very wisely or not? Yes, milk, paper, health, your education, like this he has to budget. Yes or no? Who is father for the state? The government. Government will have what? Limited amount of money. Okay, so when I have limited amount of money, can I give it to everyone equally? Can I keep sharing my money freely? That is what most political parties are doing. Yes or no? Free washing machines, free TV, free scholarship, free education, free rice. Yes or no? Free house, free electricity. What all are free? Water. Free water. Water is free. Electricity is free. Yes. Gas cylinders are free. Okay. Are they free actually? Sometimes they are free. They are subsidized. What else? Free stuff. Cycles. Education. Ration. Cricket kits. Electric scooters. Tablets. What else? Free buses for women. Very good. It's a good thing or a bad thing? Sorry?
They presented it like they are giving free transport for women in Karnataka, but what's happening actually is that those buses frequency is very less than what they.
But when they arrive, they are free. Yes. Okay. You get my point? Okay. There are so many free things given by the state. Yes, by the state. So all this will actually add as a burden to the state. So that is what Prime Minister calls as Revdi culture. REVADA. Revdi means free. Okay, it's like bonus. Revdi culture. So Prime Minister is saying that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. But today we don't want to enter into the discussion, is it good or bad and all those things. But the moment you look at certain articles next time, what will happen? If Prime Minister is talking about policy culture, we have to stop and think. Yes or no? Too much of anything is bad thing. Yes or no? Give free things, but to what extent? For development sake. Okay, but if you give everything freely, will you work? Will you work hard? People stop expecting more free things or less free things? They will expect more free things. The problem with free is there are no such thing as free lunches. It will always have cost somewhere else. Got my point? Okay, so please think all these things. Again, I will just show you the importance of different articles. I have skipped the in-between pages. They are all political or state related articles. We will directly enter into the editorial page. Okay, so this is again Dushyant Dev. He has a opinion on judgment given by Supreme Court, which is very technical for a beginner batch. On the left side, this is called as editorial. Okay, this section is called as what? Editorial. This section is editorial. This is opinion. This is also called as lead article. Lead article. LEAD. Lead article. Lead article. Opinion of whom? The person. Every day there will be a different person, right? So that is opinion. Opinions can be correct. Opinions can be wrong. Opinions can be biased. Opinion can be correct also most of the times, right? But what kind of opinions should we take? Opinions based on facts, logic, analysis. Yes or no? Every opinion should be backed by facts, logic and analysis. I will say Supreme Court of India is not doing well. Supreme Court of India is not doing so well. What is that? My opinion. Yes or no? It's opinion of a person called as Kalyan. Okay, he's saying that Supreme Court is not performing well. So if you ask me how do you know, or tell me how, okay, then I will say it's my opinion. Will you believe me? But if I say in India these many cases are pending, yes or no, 4 crore cases are pending, it will take years together to clear all the Supreme Court cases. Like this, if I give you what? Facts, then I am persuading you. Yes or no? I can persuade you through what? Facts or logic or what? Analysis. Right? Analysis can, these two things can also be done through examples. So anybody can have opinion, but your opinion should always be backed by what? Facts, examples, logic or some kind of analysis. See, analysis is a byproduct of these two things. When you write an example or when you write a fact, automatically byproduct is some kind of analysis. Okay, you should not forget this. Okay, next, what about this one? This is editorial. Editorial is the stand of the newspaper. Again, they will also be writing articles based on facts and examples. So why should you read this page very carefully? Tomorrow when you start writing answers, tomorrow in the sense 3 or 4 months down the line, when you actually develop some knowledge and start writing answers, what will happen? You will know, you already have a benchmark how to write a essay. For example, if you go to UPSC, they have a 1200 word essay, right? 1200 word essay on a particular topic. Okay, if you count, more or less it's around 2000 words. Yes or no? So every single day you are reading an essay, and that person starts with something and he concludes with something and he's arguing using facts and examples. So your writing will also be developed in the same thought process. Okay, that is the importance of editorials and opinions. Okay, next. What about this article? The rise and fall of Russian warlord. Should you be reading that article? Why? In Russia, if some warlord dies, okay, will that impact India? Yes or no? That may or may not be, but you will know only after reading that article. Yes or no? See, I am trying to tell you your ground reality. You don't know what is a good article, what is a bad article. Okay, so in the beginning you will waste time reading all articles, but that is how you learn. After reading the entire article, you will come to know I shouldn't have read this article. That is how you progress. Okay, but sometimes what happens is how things which are shown in the movies and how things which are in the reality are two different things. Yes or no? For example, the Russian group, okay, the Russian group is used as a mercenary group by Putin to control West Asian countries, okay, or in some Africa. For example, Putin wanted to control buy some oil or explore some minerals. Okay, I am some African general. My country is there, but I also have some opposition. That opposition is not allowing the Russian companies to mine. What will Putin do? Putin will send this particular group to eliminate whom? My opposition. I am who? Africa's general, some African country general. My opposition got eliminated by whom? This particular fellow on behalf of Putin. Now Russia has a good friend in Africa or not? Yes or no? This is how Russia increases its influence. Is it legal? No. Will people know about it? May or may not. But Russia got influence in Africa? Yes. Is India a friend of Russia? Yes. If we need some work in that particular African country, can we ask Russia? Yes. So that means directly we may not muddy our hands, but indirectly we are friends of Putin. In international relations, this is all chalta hai. This is how things work at the grassroots level. See, if you become too ethical in international relations, what happens? the opposition general might give money to some American mercenaries and they will kill me, and this country will go into the hands of American influence. Then that will reduce Russian influence. So all these are called as non-state actors. All these groups are called as what? Non-state actors. But you will understand all these nuances only when you read the article. So please keep an eye on extremely political or technical articles you can ignore. But if something is happening in the society, you should at least have an idea. Not only in movies, in reality also these things happen. Have you seen the movie Lucifer? No? then I cannot give you an example. Okay, so we'll move on. Right. What about this article? Tomorrow you will bring the same newspaper. Don't worry. I'm just saying that don't read these two articles. Okay. For a beginner, you need not read these two articles. You can also skip this article, but if time permits, read this article. You'll get some nuances. Definitely read this article. Onward, Sunward. Okay. So this is about Mission Aditya L1. Okay. So for a curious person, what is the first question that should come to your mind? What is L1? Yes or no? What is L1? Lagrange point 1. What is it? Sun and Earth will be neutral. Huh? One doesn't influence other. What will happen because of that? So Lagrange point is a point only between Sun and Earth. See, this is a prelims question. See, this is where prelims question comes from. What are Lagrange points? How many are they? Okay, which are stable, which are unstable, right? What are the advantages? Is it only between Sun and Earth, or is it between any two celestial bodies? I hope you understand. So that is the prelims question or prelims nuance you will learn from this particular article. Only when you have such kind of curiosity, you will understand. And it's a one-time homework. Yes or no? As long as you are in UPSC, next time when you see L1 or any Lagrange point, what will you remember? Okay, they are between two celestial bodies. I am supposed to know. Okay, they counterbalance each other's what? Gravity. Right? And that stable view will give a lot of observational space. Okay, so like this we will understand. Second thing, for a poor country like India, should we be spending money on missions like Chandrayaan, Gaganyaan, Mangalyaan and all these things, or should we be helping the poor people? That is an interview question. What will you say? Spending money on missions. Why?
After successful landing, our company may approach India to launch their vehicles.
That we are already anyhow doing, no? We are the RTC of space. Cheap and best. Every country comes to India to launch space vehicles at a very fractional cost of what other countries are doing. Then
We welcome a lot of investment from other countries for
space research and development. Apart from that, how? At first point repeated. Recently, this Chandrayaan 3 got successful. Yes or no? So somebody told me the market valuation of all the companies that are involved in the Chandrayaan 3 grew by 50,000 crores. You understand that? They are called as positive spillover effects. That means if 10 or 15 companies are involved in the manufacturing of small parts for the Chandrayaan 3, the value of shares or the value of all those companies increased by 50,000 crores. Okay, that creates what? More interest towards science or less interest towards science? More interest towards science. Okay, so economically it helps. Okay, as a generation, more people will be interested in science or babas? Science. Now, yes or no? There is no harm in going to a baba. No harm. Okay, there is actually no harm. But if you only go to baba and not towards science, that is a problem. Yes or no? We have something called as scientific temper. From last 75 years, we are trying to develop what? scientific temper. Now we will develop more scientific temper. More children, more women, more girls or more boys will move towards a STEM education. What is STEM education? Science, technology, engineering, maths. Yes or no? So again, there is no harm in reading BA literature. Okay, please don't say Sir is saying something, he is not saying other thing. I'm saying completely. Okay, you read literature, but also let people read science, physics. Okay, there are multiple spillover effects like this. Apart from all these things, for an emerging superpower like India, we will display what? We have technology and capacity to research science. Yes or no? See, the beauty or paradoxical of all these things is, now you, after this class, probably you go to a temple and you have something called as Navagraha. Okay, what are the main deities of Navagraha? One is sun, the other one is moon. On that now we are setting our shop. Yes or no? We are not going to sun anyhow. Okay, but we are observing sun more closely. We are extending our reach to moon. So scientifically we are progressing. At the same time we have our strong beliefs. We still worship the basic deities. Okay, so you can live in the best of the both worlds, but you should encourage science also. So like this you will develop creative thinking reading such articles. Why India is investing in science. So the question should not be limited to what are you reading. You should also know why are you reading that. Why now? Why science? Okay, why now? Why sun? What are tell me one advantage generally that you know that you will get by observing sun. What will happen if you read sun, like observe sun? Why sun? Then anything else? Sorry? For plants photosynthesis. Okay. By observing sun. Okay.
Once we know something, we can make use of it. We can think of it.
We can think of it. Okay. Right. So when you read that particular editorial, I want you to read something in Wikipedia called as solar flares. Solar flares. What are solar flares? Tomorrow you tell me, not today. Okay, but just keep an eye. What are solar flares? Okay, what is its impact? Right. Next, again this is introduction class, so I expect tomorrow's class will be different because you will read and come. Today you have no clue what I am speaking about because you haven't read the newspaper, but tomorrow you have read the article, then it's easy for us to compare the notes. So when you read this article today after the sessions, I expect you to focus on certain keywords like stunting, wasting, malnourishment, stunting, wasting and malnourishment. Okay, so this article talks about what? Measuring hunger across the states. Okay, let's say you are all a team, right? All of you scored 90 marks in an exam, but one person scored 40. Okay, will the average of the classroom come down or will it stay stable? It won't come down, not even by 1%. Slightly change will be there. Now 10 of you are performing well, 5 of you are not performing well. 10 of you are getting 80, 4 of you are getting 40s. Will the class average come down? Yes or no? So then will I say this class is average class or will I say this class is wonderful class? Why? Only half of the people are performing well, the other half of not performing well. Now you understand, when somebody says India is not doing well in hunger, they actually don't mean Hyderabad, they actually mean some remote district in Telangana or Bihar or Uttar Pradesh or Rajasthan. So some districts, some states will drag whose rank? Overall India's rank. Yes. So as a teacher, should I be focusing on those people who are getting 90 or 40? I should give more focus to the 40. Why? They need me. They need my services more than the 90 batch. 90 batch will anyhow perform well. The resource is needed at the 40 batch. The rest of the article you can understand from that particular analogy. You can guess what will be in that article, right? India's index is not doing well. That means who is not doing well? Some states or some places are not doing well. So what should we do? We should focus more on the weaker states rather than that states which are doing well. See, if you don't do anything in Hyderabad also, Hyderabad will survive. Yes or no? But if I don't support some tribal area, will that state survive? That is a requirement. Okay, what's your name? Go and wash your face and come back. Right? Tomorrow onwards, sit backside. Please. Go and wash. Right. Clear? Got my point? So that is how you remember the things. What are the terms I told you to focus on? Stunting, malnourishment and wasting. You should know the difference between these three terms. Sir, you are supposed to tell us that. Yes, I can tell you. What will happen? Day after tomorrow, you will anyhow forget. Again, I will scold you very nicely. So to avoid all this drama, we will simply tell you that please write down these things so that at least you will remember what is stunting. Because you know or you don't know, but you started your preparation on September 4th, 2023. Till the time you get your rank, that might be in 24, 25, 26, you have to remember which word? Stunting, wasting and malnourishment. That is something that you cannot forget, should not forget. That is ABCD of UPSC. So who should learn ABCD? You should learn ABCD. I am here to teach what? Sentences. Got my point? Now, for you as a beginner, this is not important. This is not important, but you should know a term called as caste census. Because by the time you write mains, this will be a very important debate. That is what? Caste census. Okay. Again, for a beginner class, I will ask a very simple question. How many of you think reservation system is a wrong thing? Yes.
It is not completely wrong.
How many of, see, my question is not completely yes or no. I said what my underlined word is for a beginner class. Your opinion is not valid. You don't know anything. I know that. Okay. The thing is, do you think reservations are bad or good? Bad. How many of you think it's bad? Yes. Okay. You don't know? Sir, I have no knowledge about that. Okay. How many of you think they are good? Again, the right hand, left hand. Huh? How is that? Okay. Why? Why are they good?
They actually benefit poor.
See, that is a problem, right? You are not supposed to have an opinion. If you don't have an opinion, it's totally fine not to have a opinion. Nobody will punish you for not knowing things. You can simply say, sir, I never bothered to know about them. Okay, that is first level of learning. What happens is, you have read WhatsApp University forwards. Okay, you have a very strong opinion towards reservation, or you are a very strong supporter of reservation. Then you will fight with the knowledge that I am providing you. Yes or no? You are already prefixed. Reservations are bad. Okay, if I say, they are good. Okay, what are we doing? We are contradicting each other rather than you allowing the knowledge to come in and think about it, process it. After the process, if you still say it's bad, that is your opinion. I am supposed to respect your opinion, right? See, my way, I am not Rajnikant to say my way is the only highway, you have to accept it. Okay, that is not how it works. But I will give you the process. Think about it. Okay, these are the good things about reservation. These are the bad things about reservation. Now make up your own mind. I will never conclude in my classes. Why? It's up to you to conclude. That is what UPSC expects from you. Okay. So, if you don't even have the process of accepting the knowledge, it will become a problem. Unnecessarily ego issues. Yes or no? So, caste census. We need to first know in which caste how many people are there. Right now in India we have a major problem, that is almost the 1.4 billion population is segregated into 4 groups. 5 groups technically. Unreserved, EWS, OBC, SC, ST. If you are born in India, you belong to one of these 5 groups. Yes or no? But are these groups homogeneous? Homogeneous means everybody in unreserved is very well off, He has a land in Banjara Hills. He have 10 acres. Rich bank balance. These are not there. Okay. Is everybody born in SC community are poor? Uneducated? Illiterate? No. So you understand the problem, right? Within unreserved categories, there are again so many groups. Within SC, there are so many groups. Within tribals, there are so many groups. But we consider everybody as 5 groups. We are treating them as a homogeneous groups. The problem is within unreserved category also there are poor people. Yes or no? Within tribal community also there are rich people. So we should identify the discriminations. Social discrimination, economic discrimination which is now brought in because of EWS reservation. Yes, and lack of access. You are not getting education. For example, there are some OBC groups in the India right now which do not have even 10 graduates. Even today such groups exist. So we have to identify the weakest man in the line and support them. We will only know them all because of caste census. So Bihar is trying to do this, but central government is not supporting this particular idea. Why? We'll learn one day, but you understood the concept, right? That means every small thing has a deeper meaning. You will understand only with time. Clear? Yes. Okay. Again, I'm not making you do this basic exercise, but normally whatever we do is whenever we see an article, we will say GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. You are supposed to do. This is GS paper 3, environment and biodiversity. Is it correct? Air pollution. This comes under your syllabus of biodiversity and environment. Yes, GS paper 3. Now, what is this article trying to say? When you read tomorrow, okay, by the way, are you supposed to read these 2 articles? Yes, caste census article you can skip, but definitely have to read the hunger article. Read this, optional. Just like the above article, if you have time, read, or else you can skip. Polluted region. Northern plains are polluted regions. Why? When you read this article, do this exercise. Okay. Why, what, how, when. You can think of it, right? Why, what, how, then. Basics. Okay. Why is there so much air pollution? Why only in the northern part of India? Is it because of geographical reason? Is it because of traffic? Is it because of some other reason? Okay. What happens if there is so much pollution? Even in Hyderabad, we have a lot of air pollution, no? What is so big deal about pollution? Should we be worried about pollution? Air pollution. Why? It affects our health. Maybe we get used to all the kerosene, petrol, smoke and all those things. No? Climate change. You are bringing in new dimension. Okay. Air pollution is because of climate change. Air pollution affects the climate change. Very good. Global warming happens because of air pollution. Air pollution happens because of global warming. Okay, don't worry, but you get the point, right? So there is a much deeper argument to air pollution rather than just what? Humans. Yes or no? It affects the entire planet. Which part of the world is called as lungs of the earth? Amazon forests are called as lungs of the earth. Okay, so you understand the complexity. So Amazon is actually saving who? Everybody. Right, that is the importance of forest, air pollution and all those things. So Hindu has nicely given an infographic saying which parts in India have most pollution, why. Okay, read this article carefully. Tomorrow again we will show the same PDF, same discussion, but it will be totally in a different dimension. Why? The difference is you have read the article. Next, if you buy physical copy of the Hindu in Hyderabad, okay, this paper may not be there in Hyderabad edition. This is available only in online edition most of the times. Explained section of Hindu and science section of Hindu are available only in e-paper. So if anybody has e-paper subscription, you can share in the WhatsApp group or whatever, just the explained pages. So the advantage is the explained articles are direct mains questions. Explained articles are direct mains questions. In Hindu and Indian Express, both papers have a section called as explained. Okay, in that they explain a topic in macro view. You are not aware of it. Okay, first of all, you are not even aware of what is Right to Information Act. Then what is Hindu trying to teach you? First of all, what is Right to Information Act? What is its present status? That means, is it working well? Is it having any problems? Or is it having any steps to be taken? So like this, it will give you some perspective. What is the advantage? Today you have no clue about RTA. By tomorrow afternoon, you are having some knowledge on RTA. That is application of knowledge. Okay, so make sure you do read this particular article. Okay, so without going into UPSC preparation and all these things, how many of you have filed an RTA? No, not even once. How many of you thought of filing an RTA? In which context? Revenue?
Actually, my father went to file a water bill, so I wanted to know how does it work and how much they charge per watt base.
In Telangana, up to 20,000 liters, it's free, no?
They still file it like we paid 3 years, but they didn't give a bill.
Okay, so who ate that money? That is the right to information. Okay, what about the rest of you? Why did you not bother about filing RTA? All of you are graduates? Yes or no? All of you are graduates. Are you not socially bothered? You see so much corruption, you see so many problems in the country. Yes or no? Then why did you never thought about filing an RTA? Chalo, till date you didn't bother. Sir, Kalyan Sir asked you to file an RTA. How many of you know how to file an RTA? Where will you go? Google. How to file a RTA? No? Will you file? Can you file? What does it cost to file an RTA? Free? You understand where I am standing, right? For a batch which doesn't even know that it costs 10 rupees to file an RTA. Okay, so I am supposed to teach how RTA works, right? Sometimes it's free. If you have some social disadvantages and all those things, government might waive off. Again, not going into the technical details, but you get the point, right? Right to information is your right. Okay, but unfortunately, as an illiterate person, as a villager, I don't know all these things. Okay, then who should become whose voice? The educated people should become voice of uneducated or illiterate people. You have a voice. Can you raise a voice? Yes or no? You can raise your voice, but you should raise your voice for whom? The problems of the society. Yes or no? The problems of the society. For example, she was saying that, when it happened to my family, for example, water bill came and we have actually paid. Corruption has happened. As an educated citizen, it's my responsibility to ask the government, "Arey, you are getting government salaries. Why should you do corruption? Why should I pay extra money for right things?" Yes or no? All these are your power. So more knowledge with the people means more power to the society. Less knowledge to the people means less power to the society. So the problem is government is not saying that I won't give information. The problem is we are not asking information. It is the illiterate educated people. Sorry. It's the educated illiterates. Okay, it's the educated illiterates that is a problem. Why? Reading how to know and knowing how to read and not reading is as good as not knowing how to read. Yes or no? All of you know how to read and write, but you are not reading novels. Then what will happen? It is as good as not knowing how to read. Got my point? So please don't say Lakshmikant is a novel. Okay, you can read books apart from Lakshmikant. The time management is the most misused term in UPSC. Sir, there is no time. Okay, that is the biggest lie. Clear? So you can do all these things. You can watch movies, you can read novels, you can read books, you can read UPSC preparation, you can sleep, you can have a family life. You don't need to grow a beard. Still you will become IAS happily. Okay, you can maintain a normal lifestyle. The formula is 888. read for 8 hours, relax for 8 hours, sleep for 8 hours, you will still be an IAS. Okay, it's when you do the overaction part that is when the timetable get messed up. Okay, so maintain a balance between 8 and 8 and 8. That's all you need to do. 8 hours every single day. Okay, I'm saying this from last 8 years. So I didn't change my dialogue. Still I will stick to the same thing. 8, 8, 8 formula will work. But the balance is the problem. Okay, please don't misunderstand that you don't have to read 8 hours continuously. Morning 2 hours, class 2 hours, afternoon 2 hours, night 2 hours. Done. But the problem is which 2 hours? That is the main problem. To keep the main thing is the problem. Yes or no? Got it? Okay. So tomorrow when you read RTI, right? So try to think of what the article is trying to say and think of a real life scenario in your own life where you could have filed a RTI. Yes or no? Will you file? By the end of this year 2023, I expect all of you to file at least one RTI on useful things. Okay, people file RTI. What is the dinner menu of Prime Minister Modi and Putin? Okay, what will you do with that? Yes or no? Don't file such RTIs. File RTIs for useful stuff. Okay. Right. Next, this is one more important debate that is happening. One nation, one election. Do you have an opinion on this? WhatsApp University? No? So if you have a WhatsApp University knowledge, that might be biased. Okay, that might be true also. If I say all WhatsApp University messages are wrong, then I am biased towards WhatsApp University. So they may have some good things, but the thing is, you should know what is one nation, one election. So tomorrow when you come to the class, you will have some expertise on what? Should India have one nation, one election? Yes or no? Okay, that is a problem. Don't convert topics into binary. What is binary? Yes or no? Should we have one nation, one elections? Yes or no? That is not an opinion. That is pushing you into one corner. We can have, we may not have, but the ultimate purpose is what? People to have a voice. Why do we conduct elections? Why do we conduct elections? NCRT, basics. Free and fair, transparency and accountability, polity, Lakshmikant. What else? To elect a representative, representative democracy. What else? What else? What else? What else? To choose people's elected leader. That is representative democracy. So elections are very important. You agree that much, right? All of us agree that elections are very, very important. They are supposed to happen in free and fair fashion. They are supposed to happen in free and fair manner. Okay. Are elections happening in free and fair manner? Why not? Corruption is there in elections? Bogus voting is there. Sarkar movie. Previously there was. Telangana is such a progressive state, we are bringing Aadhaar based facial identification. So with the technology we will eliminate fake voting. VVPAT is there. EVMs are there. We don't know whether they work for people or political parties. Yes or no? So like this there will be a lot of debates. Yes. So again, see, please try to make the topics very interesting rather than boring. You are not reading newspapers for Kalyan Sir's sake. You are reading newspapers for what? Not UPSC sake also. You are reading it for your own knowledge. Get curious. Get more knowledge. The more knowledge you have, more you will grow in UPSC. Less awareness means less knowledge. Okay. See, the problem I will tell you, you are like white papers. All of you are like white papers. When you come to UPSC field, you have some information, but you don't have a clue what is good, what is bad. Yes or no? First of all, you should get awareness of the society. Why? Tomorrow when you become district collector, these are the same things you will be dealing with. Who is the most important person when elections are happening? State election commissioner in the state. He will be supported by the IAS officers. Okay, you will be one such IAS officer. You need to know the nuances, what is happening in the society, what are the impacts and all these things. If you don't understand the reading between the lines, that leads to a lot of problems. Okay, so homework. What are the homework articles? The Russian article, if you want to read, or else skip happily, no problem. Aditya article, pakka you have to read. You also are supposed to learn what? What are Lagrange points? Next, hunger article. The 3 keywords and what is the important parts in the hunger article. After that, RTA article and one nation, one election. So you have given you only 4 articles to read. Okay, so if you read these 4 articles properly, we will discuss the keywords and we will go in depth. Okay, day after tomorrow we will discuss tomorrow's newspaper. Like this, every day we will postpone by 1 day so that you will have some breathing space to read. One day when you catch up the speed, sir, we are reading everyday newspaper that day only, we can move to same day's article. Got my point? So tomorrow when you come to the class, what are the things that you should be carrying? Water bottle, syllabus copy, dairy milk, syllabus copy, newspaper. Which newspaper? Today's newspaper. Yes, the Hindu only, today's newspaper. And that's all. Previous year questions books are not available now. It is very difficult to carry. Soft copies are suggested. Searching is easy. But syllabus copy and newspaper are compulsory. Okay. Any questions to ask? Yes. What's your name? Harsha. Sri Hari. I thought Sri Harsha. Karan. Full name? Indra Karan. Rajnath. Where are you from? Hyderabad only. Sri Ram. I think Gautam. Yes. Pravan. Lavan Kumar. Okay. So Praja. Nice meeting you. Srinidhi. Sandhya. Ritika. Varun. Nice meeting you. Again. Yes, I met them both earlier also. That is why. Yes or no? I met you. So again, slowly you'll get used to the classes, the timetable and all those things. But my sincere request is don't stop reading newspaper irrespective of the classes. Every day you have to read. Okay? Yes.